Hey guys, welcome back to Ravenclaw Reads. I'm Courtney and today you're joining me for a really cute holiday-based video. Today I'm going to share with you some really cute romances for the holiday season. So as we go into December, I know not everybody celebrates Christmas, however, I find it a time to dig into some really cute holiday romances, and they have them for all kinds of holidays. I do celebrate Christmas and Kwanzaa, and I will be sharing some of my favorite Christmas books that I've read, as well as ones that are coming down the pipeline that I want to read. And so as we get into December, if you are also someone who likes to read the holiday romance type books, you can pick these up before December starts. It'll be Black Friday soon enough, and so you'll be ready to pick these up at a discount. So I have maybe about 10 books that I want to share with you, and I have the descriptions on my iPad, so I want to go over those with you guys so that you have some things to shop for. Okay, the first book on my list is called Jingle Bell Mingle. This is by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. Several of their books are on my list. It's sort of a series that they have. This is the third book in the series, and it's coming out, I think it just came out in November. I have it on my Kindle, but I'm waiting to read it. This one says, what happens when there's no room at the inn and you and your potentially demonic cat become roommates with your grumpy one-night stand? Part-time adult film actress / one-time adult film director / makeup artist Sunny Palmer has accidentally sold her very first screenplay to the Hope Channel. That was 6 months ago. Fast forward to a looming deadline, an uninspired Sunny has returned to the source of her inspiration in Christmas Notch, Vermont, to immerse herself in the local Christmas miracle on which her fever dream of a movie pitch was based. Isaac Kelly, former boy band heartthrob and the saddest boy in the music biz, is the latest owner of the town's historic mansion. After his years of heartbreak following his young wife's death, Isaac's record label is done waiting for new music. What better place to attempt his first holiday album than a snow-covered mansion where he can become a hermit in peace? But after their best friend's wedding leads to them waking up together in a freezing motel room with questionable wiring and a broken shower, Isaac takes a chance and asks Sunny to stay with him at his home. Surely the place is big enough that he'll hardly see her or her unhinged cat. But when the two discover they're both creatively blocked, they make a handshake deal. Isaac will help Sunny hunt down the truth behind the local lore, and Sunny will find Isaac a new muse. Okay, so this is cute. I'm going to read a couple other of the synopsis from books in this series, but basically this series follows sort of a washed up boy band, I think NSYNC, because that was my boy band of choice, and each member has had a book, and so it all revolves around the Hope Channel, which is like the Hallmark Channel, and the movies that come out at the holiday time, and there's always some adult film star in it, so they look cute and cozy, but they are very, very spicy. There was the last one that I read, which is on the list. They had Hope After Night, which was basically like Skinamax but for Hallmark Channel, and so that was hilarious. Anyway, those are really great books. The next book on my list is The Christmas Tree Farm by Laura Gilmore. We're seeing her books everywhere, guys, and I fell into the trap. I read Pumpkin Pie Cafe and Cinnamon Bun Store, and now we have The Christmas Tree Farm. So this book follows Kira North, and she hates Christmas, which is unfortunate since she just bought a Christmas tree farm in a town that's too cute for its own good. So we met Kira at the end of the last book, and she was definitely giving grumpy vibes, new to the city. And then we have Bennett. He's on vacation in Dream Harbor, taking a break from his life in California, and most importantly, taking a break from his latest run of disastrous dates. After a run-in with Kira in her fields, Ben has no intention of offering to help the grumpy owner set up her tree farm, despite the fact she's clearly got no idea what she's doing. Kira knows she should stop being so stubborn, but her farm is not all cute and cozy like people always show on social media. It's borderline dangerous, with no heating, and she'd rather no one saw it. But somehow fate finds Ben at Kira's farm once more, and as Kira watches him swing an axe at the first tree, she finds herself appreciating his strength and questioning why she refused to help in the past. Why she refused his help in the past. In this book, Bennett is the brother of the main female character in the Cinnamon Bun bookstore, and like I said, Kira was the new girl coming in, so those two are coming together. Next up, we have How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by Megan Quinn. Megan Quinn writes these really cute spicy romances, and they're always on Kindle Unlimited. This one's the Christmas-based one. So it says, living in a year around Christmas town has its drawbacks. The caroling, the decorations, the insanely cheery spirit, it never disappears. It's why I like to hibernate away in my house, keeping a healthy distance from the holly jolly spirits. And all was going according to plan until my nemesis, Story Taylor, moved in next door to take care of her Aunt Cindy. Without blinking, she turned my simple world into a real nightmare before Christmas, especially when she decided to enter the town Christmas Kringle contest, which she was determined to win. Well, guess what? Over my cold-hearted body. There was no way I was going to let her win, not after the history we'd shared. So despite my promise to myself of never participating in the sickening Christmas season, I entered the competition as well. That's right, I planned on beating Story at her own game by pretending this Grump's heart grew 3 sizes this season. And it was working until feelings between us started heating up. We pretended to date, we kissed, and well, sparks flew from there, which led to one explosive night involving Christmas lights, the competition, and a ladder. Don't let me convince you who stole Christmas. I think you need to find out for yourself. I love the way that synopsis is written too. It definitely gives, we need to know more. So I'm excited about that one. Next on is an oldie but a goodie. This is In the Holidays by Christina Lauren. And this book is, it follows Malin Jones. She does live with her parents, and she has a job that she doesn't love. And she has had, it says she just made an epic romance error of epic proportions. So, but perhaps, worst of all, this is the last Christmas May will be at her favorite place in the world, the snowy Utah cabin where she and her family have spent every holiday since she was born, along with 2 other beloved families. Mentally melting down as she drives away from the cabin for the final time, May throws out what she thinks is a simple plea to the universe. Please, show me what will make me happy. The next thing she knows, tires screech and metal collides. Everything goes black, but when May gasps again, she's on an airplane bound for Utah, where she begins the same holiday all over again. So yes, we do have a Groundhog Day trope, and she relives the Christmas Day or Christmas Eve over and over. I thought it was okay. It was one of my first books from Christina Lauren. I think I gave it 3 or 4 stars. Since reading more of their books, I think this one is cute, but not my favorite, but I still recommend it. It is spicy. All of these books are going to be spicy. Let's just put that out there, I believe. The next book is A Merry Little Meet Cute by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. Again, this is part of that same series, and I believe this is the very first book. It says Bea Hobbs, aka Bianca Von Honey, has a successful career as a plus-size adult film star. With a huge following and 2 supportive moms, Bea couldn't ask for more. But when Bea's favorite producer casts her to star in a Christmas movie he's making for the squeaky clean Hope Channel, Bea's career is about to take a more family-friendly direction. Forced to keep her work as Bianca under wraps, Bea quickly learns this is a task a lot easier said than done, though it all becomes worthwhile when she discovers her co-star is none other than childhood crush Nolan Shaw, an ex-boy band member in desperate need of career rehab. Nolan's promised his bulldog manager to keep it zipped up on set, and he will if it means he'll be able to provide a more stable living situation for his sister and mom. But things heat up quickly in Christmas Notch, Vermont, when Nolan recognizes his new co-star from her closed doors account, like OnlyFans. Oh yeah, he's a member. Now Bea and Nolan are sneaking off for quickies on set, keeping their new relationship a secret from the Hope Channel's execs. Things only get trickier when the reporter who torpedoed Nolan's singing career comes snooping around and takes an instant interest in mysterious newcomer Bea. This one was so good. I actually listened to this one on audio, and I truly loved it. Very spicy. Again, these books look very innocent on the outside, and they're very spicy, so just know that going in. Next up, 'Tis the Season for Revenge by Morgan Elizabeth. I also read this book. I want to say I read it last year or the year before during Christmas time. Okay, in this book, we follow Abby Keller, and she is dating a guy, this buttoned up sort of corporate guy named Richard, and it's sort of like Legally Blonde. It's at the holiday time or just before. She thinks that he's gonna propose, and he dumps her, and so she decides, after feeling her feels, that she's gonna enact revenge, and she's gonna do that by dating her ex's boss. And so as they cozy up, you know, she's kind of playing him and they're dating, and he thinks it's real. She starts having feelings for him, and then they have to decide, are they going to go along with the plan of causing revenge, which would be showing up at the annual Christmas party with the boss and really freaking out her ex, or do they forego all of that and just fall in love? So that's a good one. And that one says 18 plus. So again, another spicy book. Okay, next up is A Very Merry Romance by Lisa K. Adams. I don't hear much about this one. I read it a few years ago when the series was kind of hot, and I thought this was a really cute book. It's a series, I believe there's 4 or 5 books in the series. This one says country's music golden boy Colton Wheeler felt the most perfect harmony when he was with Gretchen Winthrop. But for her, it was a love him and leave him situation. A year later, Colton is struggling to push his music forward in a new direction. If it weren't about to be the most magical time of year and the support of the Bromance Book Club, he'd be wallowing in self-pity. It's hard for immigration attorney Gretchen not to feel a little Scrooge-ish about the excess of Christmas when her clients are scrambling to afford their rent. So when her estranged, wealthy family reaches out with an offer that will allow her to better serve the community, she's unable to say no. She just needs to convince Colton to be the new face of the family's whiskey brand. No big deal. Colton does take up Gretchen's offer in exchange for 3 dates before Christmas. With the help of the Bromance Club, Colton throws himself into the task of proving to her there's a spark between them, but Gretchen and Colton will both need to overcome the ghosts of Christmas past to build a future together. So the cool thing about the Bromance Book Club, if you haven't read any of those books, is that it's literally a book club of bros, and they read romance books, and those romance books guide them in their real lives, so it's a really cute series. Okay, another book by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. Just get the whole series. Clearly, I like all of them. This one is A Holly Jolly Ever After. I want to say this is the second book. And this one follows Callium. He's the funny guy in the boy band group. And he is the one who... joins the sort of Skinamax for Hallmark on the Hope channel. He is cast with his sort of ex-fling Winnie Baker. They were childhood sweethearts, and it reminded me a little bit of like Justin Brittany situation. It fell out in a bad way, and now they're back filming together, and obviously it's a spicier movie, so they have to be spicier with each other, try to rebuild the chemistry, and the whole book is about that. It's a romance, and so you can imagine how that goes. But yeah, that one's very, very spicy. Okay, next up is Baggage Claim by Juliana Smith. I'm actually reading that right now. This book follows Olive and Finn. They meet on an airplane. They're both on their way to Colorado. Finn is a ski instructor there, and Olive is from there but hasn't been there in years. And she comes back for Christmas with the story that she has a boyfriend. She does not have a boyfriend. On their airplane trip to Colorado, they both get really tipsy because she's nervous and cranky. And they just start pouring back the drinks, and she does share with Finn that she does have the fake boyfriend story, and she needs to figure that out. And she tells him more information, like where she's gonna be and like all kinds of stuff. Anyway, he shows up and is the best fake boyfriend that money can buy, even though he's not paid for. And we are going to watch them probably fall in love because it is that type of story. So far, it's really great. I haven't hit any spicy parts yet. I'm about 25% in. It's on Kindle Unlimited, and it's super cute. Next up, I have The Christmas Wager. I had this book last year, and I just never got to it, but I actually bought this book, so I do want to read it this year. So when LA-based real estate developer Bella Ross arrives in the sleepy mountain town of Maple Falls, she has one mission: to acquire the local failing Christmas shop, Always Noel, securing the promotion of her dreams. Nothing can get in her way except the shop's owner's stubborn grandson, Jesse Harrison. Both refuse to budge until an unlikely wager is struck. Bella and Jesse will compete in the Maple Falls Holiday Games, an annual tradition of eccentric feats of strength and skills. Winner decides the selling price. They'll give each other a run for their money, but as the competition heats up, Bella and Jesse's icy feelings toward each other begin to thaw. It'll take a Christmas miracle for them to admit there's a spark, but what if it's just another game? So that one sounds cute as well. Kind of sounds like something I just read. So I don't know about how I feel about that, but yes, that is the book. The next book I want to talk about is Love in Winter Wonderland by Abiola Bello. This is a YA Christmas love story, and it's set in a London Black-owned bookshop. I just actually saw this at Barnes, and then I think it was like $17.99 at Barnes and $7.99 on my Kindle, so I got it on my Kindle. It says charming, handsome Trey Anderson balances the pressures of school popularity with a job at his family's beloved local bookshop, Wonderland. Quirky, creative Ariel Spencer needs tuition for the prestigious art program of her dreams, and an opening at Wonderland is the answer. When Trey and Ariel learn that Wonderland is on the brink of being shut down by a neighborhood gentrifier, they team up to stop the doors from closing before the Christmas Eve deadline and embark on a hate-to-love journey that will change them forever. It says heartwarming and romantic. This read is the gift that keeps on giving no matter the season. That sounds so cute. Okay, and here's the last one. Guys, there's so many. I will put these in the comments down below. But this is the newest one that came out. This is by Lauren Asher. It's called My December Darling. It is a novella. It's about 225 pages. And it says, Catalina, playing the part of my sister's maid of honor is easy, even if she's marrying my ex. Okay, stop. Like, that's crazy. But playing nice with the best man, an impossible task given our history. Sure, Luke Darling may be suspiciously kind, incredibly handsome, and stubborn to a fault, but regardless of how hard he tries to make me see otherwise, I'm not interested. It's on me to remind him that he's my ex-boyfriend's best friend, and the one I'm secretly starting to wish I met first. Luke, my job as the best man is a simple one, except for one minor issue. I've spent so much time avoiding my best friend's ex that I didn't consider what could happen if I started craving Catalina Martinez's company instead. She is only in Lake Wisteria for the winter wedding, but her January departure date won't stop me from pursuing her. Getting her to date me would be nothing short of a Christmas miracle, but I'm determined to make her mine. 'Tis the season to fall in love, even if I'm the only one taking the risk. Oh my goodness, I love that. So, as you can see, there are literally so many holiday books out there that are Christmas based. There's Hanukkah based ones. There's like so many great books that you can choose from. So if this is your jam, take a look at the ones I've recommended. Take a look on Goodreads. They also have a list of holiday romance books or holiday books in general if you are interested. And start picking your collection for December. My December TBR will be out soon. I don't know that I'll be reading Christmas romance the entire month because that will drive me crazy. But there's a good amount of books that I want to get through. And hopefully some of these books give you inspiration for ones that you want to get through. So as always, thanks so much for watching. Thank you to all my new subscribers and my subscribers that have been here for a while. Appreciate you guys all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.